The Dallas Mavericks are suddenly morphing into the Los Angeles Lakers. They now have 4 former Lakers players and 4 former Lakers coaches. When general manager Nico Harrison idolizes Kobe Bryant, that can happen. The only player that the Mavericks brought in from free agency who wasn't already on the team is D'Angelo Russell, who is coming off one of the worst seasons of his career. He started last season with the Lakers before being traded to the Brooklyn Nets for Dorian Finney-Smith. He made the All-Star game as a member of the Nets in 2019, but he wasn't able to find that magic again. Russell signed a 2-year deal worth around $12 million to join the Mavs as the fill-in for Kyrie Irving, who is recovering from a torn ACL. Russell has a lot of familiarity with some of the players already, having played with Max Christie and Anthony Davis with the Lakers last season. Christie spoke to reporters at the Mavs Academy hoop camp in Frisco, where he was asked about how he felt about the Russell signing. "I was happy," Christie said. "I called him as soon as I found out. That's one of my closest friends and teammates. We were together for 2 years out in LA, and I respect him a lot. I admire a lot about him and take a lot from his game, his demeanor, and how he plays. I'm happy to have him." Christie was a solid player for the Mavs after coming over in the Luka Doncic trade. Because of the team's lack of backcourt depth, he should be the primary backup to Klay Thompson at shooting guard for most of the season. With Luka Doncic eligible to sign a contract extension beginning August 2nd, a Los Angeles Lakers front office executive made it clear that the franchise sees the 26-year-old as a long-term cornerstone. During NBA 2K26 Summer League coverage in Las Vegas, Spotrac's Keith Smith spoke with coaches and executives across both conferences. Among those conversations was a message from a Lakers executive regarding Doncic's looming extension eligibility. "We aren't even allowed to do that until next month, August 2nd, so it's a bit early to talk about that," the executive said. "But Luka and his reps know how we feel about him. They've known that since we've traded for him. This will hopefully be a long partnership between Luka and us." Doncic was acquired by the Lakers in a blockbuster midseason trade with the Dallas Mavericks in February that sent Anthony Davis to Dallas. Since his arrival, Doncic has embraced the transition, quickly becoming the focal point of the franchise under head coach J.J. Redick. He averaged 28.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, 7.5 assists, and 1.6 steals across 28 games with the Lakers to close out the 2024-25 regular season. In the playoffs, he elevated his performance even further, averaging 30.2 points in a 5-game first-round series loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Lakers prepare extension offer as Luka Doncic helps reshape roster. The Lakers can offer Doncic a 4-year, $229 million extension beginning August 2nd. Alternatively, he could sign a 3-year deal with a player option that would position him for a 5-year Supermax contract worth over $400 million in 2028 when he reaches 10 years of NBA service time. Doncic has shown every indication of wanting to stay in Los Angeles. In a recent interview, he expressed his desire to leave a lasting legacy with the Lakers. Asked what he hopes to be remembered for in Los Angeles, Doncic responded, "The guy that brought championships to the city." Off the court, Doncic has also taken an active role in shaping the roster. He reportedly played a part in recruiting center DeAndre Ayton, who signed a 2-year, $8.1 million deal after being bought out by the Portland Trail Blazers. More recently, he was involved in the recruitment of veteran guard Marcus Smart, who plans to sign a 2-year, $11 million deal with a player option for the 2026-27 season once he clears waivers. The Lakers have begun shifting toward a new era, with Doncic at the center of the franchise's future plans. As Summer League concludes and training camp approaches, all eyes will soon turn to Doncic's contract decision. While the front office remains restricted from initiating formal negotiations until early August, messaging from within the organization signals a clear desire to secure a long-term future with one of the league's premier talents. Recently, the Los Angeles Lakers made a free agency splash by signing guard Marcus Smart, who had been bought out by the Washington Wizards, as reported by Shams Charania of ESPN. The move gives the Lakers the point-of-attack defender that they so desperately needed to help out a backcourt of Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Despite this move, the Lakers may not be done adding to their backcourt depth just yet. Recently, Clutch Point's Brett Siegel reported on the Lakers' current cap situation and another name they could reportedly have interest in. The Lakers now have 14 players under contract for the 2025-26 season and are just over $1 million from the first apron tax line. While the Lakers could pursue other veterans still available in free agency with their final roster spot, they would first need to free up space to do so, reported Siegel. Malcolm Brogdon, a player Los Angeles expressed trade interest in before the 2025 NBA trade deadline, remains on their radar should the team free up extra funds in a small consolidation trade. Brogdon won the NBA's Sixth Man of the Year award with the Boston Celtics in 2022-23 and has since spent time with the Portland Trail Blazers and Washington Wizards alongside Smart. A busy week for the Lakers. By signing Smart, the Lakers added a recent Defensive Player of the Year award winner and a player who has improved his three-point shot dramatically over the course of his career. At this point, it's unclear whether head coach J.J. Redick will look to insert Smart into the starting lineup ahead of Reeves in order to give the Lakers more defensive stability, or if it will be Smart coming off the bench. Another option could be to start Smart alongside Doncic and Reeves, slide LeBron James to the power forward spot, and move Rui Hachimura to the bench. Whatever option they choose, the Lakers are undeniably a more balanced team now that Smart is on the roster, and the team-friendly nature of the deal makes it so that his well-documented injury history won't be too much of a risk. Even though Marcus Smart was familiar with Luka Doncic before signing with the Lakers, even he was in disbelief about Doncic's recruiting efforts to bring the 2022 NBA Defensive Player of the Year to Los Angeles. Smart didn't go so far as to say he and Doncic had a relationship prior to Smart joining the franchise, which officially happened on Tuesday. He acknowledged the two had a mutual understanding and respect for each other after matching up against each other 11 times over the past 7 years. But when Smart's agent called him after a workout to let Smart know that Doncic reached out, Smart brushed it off. "I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know," Smart recalled during his Lakers introductory news conference with a few beat reporters on Tuesday afternoon. Like, all right. But when Doncic made another call, Smart knew the interest from the 26-year-old Slovenian star, and the Lakers, was real. And something that needed to be discussed as he was working through his contract buyout with the Washington Wizards. "That was a great feeling," Smart said of the communication from Doncic. "That's kind of what got things going for me to be here. And I'm excited to be here." Smart responded when asked about Doncic as a recruiter. "He's a competitor. He's just the same way. He has that competitive nature when he's talking. He's intrigued, and that's it. He didn't really have to say much. Luka, his name, his ability, what he has done speaks for himself. I've been on the other end of Luka magic. So to be able to come and join and see it and witness it on the other side is something that I was like, why not give it a shot?" Doncic's recruiting played a part in Smart signing a 2-year, $10.5 million contract with the Lakers that has a $5.1 million salary for 2025-26 and a $5.4 million player option for 2026-27. Being able to play alongside Doncic and fellow Lakers star LeBron James appealed to Smart. "Two of the best to do it in this game. Two greats with the greatest basketball IQs that I've ever seen in this era," Smart said. And when you get a guy like Luka calling, referencing, checking on you, trying to see where you at to see if you want to come and join something special that he's trying to cook up over here. And for him to say that he can really use my help, that meant a lot. Being able to play for a team looking to compete for a championship after back-to-back seasons of not being in the playoffs also appealed to Smart. The main goal, the reason you go out and you compete the way you compete is to try to win championships, and what better place to be able to do that than here, where the show starts and where the show ends. So, that was definitely a big part of it, being able to get back on that stage, being able to get to a team that definitely could use me, and I know I can make an impact, and I can help as well, and that was a perfect fit here. The best version of Smart, the one who was awarded with the league's highest defensive honor 3 years ago and was named to the All-Defense First Team 3 times, 2018-19, 22, would fill a clear need for the Lakers, who have won just 2 postseason series, both in 2023, since winning the 2020 NBA title in the Orlando bubble. Smart also has extensive experience playing meaningful games deep into the season. He appeared in the playoffs all 9 seasons when he was with the Boston Celtics, including 5 trips to the Eastern Conference Finals, 2017-18, 20 and 22-23, and a run to the 2022 NBA Finals. Adding a player like Marcus Smart to our roster allows us to compete at the highest level, Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka said in a statement. Marcus epitomizes what it means to prioritize winning above all else, whether that's making huge plays on the defensive end or hitting critical shots in key moments of the most intense games. He knows and understands playoff winning and will be a key leadership voice in our group. Surrounding our stars with two-way players like Marcus is critical to our overall vision of how we want to play and win next season. But after back-to-back injury-riddled seasons with the Memphis Grizzlies and the Wizards, 54 combined games played over the last 2 seasons because of a variety of injuries, there have been natural questions about how much the 31-year-old Smart will be able to contribute moving forward. Those questions are motivating him. "The last 2 years for me was in my eyes a disappointment," Smart said. "Injuries kind of stopped me and held me back. But like I told my wife and my family, everything happens for a reason. And I just look at those reasons was for me to be here."